Never Stop Learning, week 149. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the Symbolism toolset available in Adobe Illustrator CC. So here we are, I got a blank document activated. First thing I want to do is come over here to the Tools panel. I'm going to find the symbol sprayer right here. And if you check it out, it says that I have a keyboard shortcut of Shift-S to activate this tool. But what I want to do is actually click and hold. I'm holding down the mouse key right now. And I'll come over to this edge and then release. That's actually going to give me this little panel that I can float around on my artboard. I'll just drop this guy off right here for now. And I have the symbol sprayer tool activated, but let's see what else we have on here. I have the symbol shifter tool, symbol scruncher tool, symbol sizer tool, symbol spinner tool, symbol stainer tool, symbol screener tool, and last we have the symbol styler tool. So first what I want to do is just spray out some symbols right here so we can see what these other tools do to it. So first I'll just click and drag, and then you see I get this warning here. Please select a symbol from the symbols panel first. So I'll click OK. In order to do that, you want to come over here to the window menu, scroll down until you find the symbols panel, and when you click on this, it's going to bring it up right over here for you. Alright, so I've gotten rid of all the default symbols and I created this one ahead of time. I just have this little leaf symbol. Now that I have it activated, I'm going to click and drag, and that's going to allow me to just paint in some of these symbol instances. Alright, that looks good to me. Let's see. So now we could get started with this guy here. This is the symbol shifter tool. So I'm going to click on it, and let's see what it does. I'm just going to click while I have this set selected, and you see I'm able to shift around these little symbols a little bit more. So if I wanted to redirect them, I could definitely do that. Now, while I have this tool activated, I'm going to hit Enter or Return on my keyboard. That's going to bring up my Symbolism Tools option. The reason I bring this up is I'm going to show you this section here. For each one of these tools, it's going to give you a little bit more information. Right here, it's letting me know that if I hold down the Shift key, it's going to bring up the symbol instance forward in its stack. If I hold down the Shift and Option key, it's going to send that symbol further down into its stack. So let's take a look at what that means. I'm going to click OK, and let me find a little cluster of these guys. If I hit Command Spacebar, that temporarily gives me the zoom tool, so then I could click and drag and then just zoom into this area a bit. Alright, great. So you see how this guy is in the front of the stack? Well, without any of the modifiers, you see I could just move him around a bit. Alright, so if I hold down the Shift and Option key, then click on it, you see I've sent it to the back of the stack. Now if I hold down the Shift key and then click on it, it's actually going to bring that leaf forward for me. So this guy's hiding over here in the back, so let me just hold down the Shift key, click on it, and you see it's brought it to the forefront. So that's very handy. It's kind of a good way to edit this symbol set. So Command 0 to zoom all the way out, and let's see what we have next. Over here we have the symbol scruncher tool, so I'm going to click on this guy. Now I have my symbol set selected, and I'm just going to click on this, and you see it's starting to just kind of scrunch these guys in a little bit. If you look at these targets, you see that they're getting closer and closer. I'm just kind of scrunching in these symbols over here. I'm going to hit Enter or Return on my keyboard to get more information about this tool. Right here in this section, it's letting me know that if I hold down the Option key, it's going to push away these symbol instances from my cursor. So I'll click OK. Without the modifier, we're squishing these guys in together. And if I hold down the Alt or Option key on my keyboard, you see I'm actually going to start pushing these guys away. There you go. So if I want them further apart, without the modifier, you see I'm bringing these guys in closer, just starting to scrunch these guys in together. Alright, so let's see what the next tool is. Come over here and we have the symbol sizer tool. So if I click on this guy right here, let's see, oh, I should probably activate the tool first. I gotta click on it, and let me click on this symbol here. Now that I've clicked on it, you see that the symbol got a lot bigger. So Enter or Return on the keyboard to see what's going on. I actually have a couple more options here. This first option, while I have it checked, is going to give me proportional resizing. This option right here is going to have the resizing affect the density of the symbol set. Now right here's where I'm more interested in. Holding down the Alt or Option key is actually going to decrease the size of the symbol instance. And if I hold down the Shift key, it's going to do a density preserving scale. So I'm going to click OK, come over here, and you see I made this instance a lot bigger. And if you hold down the Alt or Option key, it's actually going to reduce the size of that one. So you have a lot of control over how you're going to work with these guys. So if I want to make these guys smaller, hold down the Alt or Option key. If I want to make any of these guys bigger, I could just click on them and you see they're getting bigger. If I just kind of focus on one, it'll go ahead and make that one a lot bigger for me. Alright, cool. Let's take a look at what we have next. Over here in this panel, the next tool listed is the Symbol Spinner tool. I'll click on it to activate, and it goes ahead and just spins around these symbol instances. And again, you have these arrows. Those are going to kind of let you know which direction they're going to be spinning in. If I hit enter or return on my keyboard, we're going to find that we actually don't have a keyboard shortcut for this. So this is the only behavior you have, but it's pretty much all you need right here. I'm able to just kind of spin these guys around and get a little bit of a random look going on along here. The next tool we have is the Symbol Stainer tool. I'm going to click on it to activate it, and what I want to do is actually click over here in the swatches panel and pull up this magenta swatch. When I click on it, you see it brings it over here in my fill, but there's no change in my symbols. And that's exactly the behavior I expect. If you want to edit all these symbols at once, you'd have to go in and edit the original symbol. But check this out. While I have this set selected, I could just click and drag, and I'm starting to actually stain all these different symbols. Now, let me just target one of these guys, for instance, maybe this guy. If I click on it once, twice, 3 times, you see it's starting to get more like that color swatch. I'm going to hit enter or return on my keyboard to get more information on the tool. In here, it's letting me know that if I hold down the Alt or Option key, it's going to give me the reverse behavior. So let's see what happens. I'll click OK, and we just made this guy magenta, so Alt or Option, then click, and you see it's starting to bring it back to green. You can also just click and drag, and that'll give you the same behavior. So I'll just click and drag around here, and you see it's starting to bring these guys back to green. Now that they're not exactly all green, I'd have to give it a couple passes, and then they'll all be the same color again. But if you want to randomize things a bit, this is a cool way to get different variations on your patterns or backgrounds, whatever it is you're working on with your symbols. Alright, the next tool we have over here is going to be the Symbol Screener tool. So I'm going to click on this guy to activate it, and what this one is going to actually affect is the transparency of your symbols. So right here I got a good little cluster, so let me just target this guy. Now all I have to do is click on it to activate it, and you see it's actually reduced the opacity of this guy. So enter or return on your keyboard to get some more information. Right here it's letting me know that if I hold down the Alt or Option key, it's going to reverse the behavior of the tool. So I'll click OK, Alt or Option on your keyboard, and now they're fully opaque. So again, you could click and drag to kind of get this little randomized look. And if I hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag, you see I bring them back to 100% opacity. Whoop, actually not 100% just yet. There we go. Now we're at 100%. Alright, so the next tool and the last tool of this set is going to be the Symbol Styler tool. Let me zoom all the way out real quick, and I'll click on it to activate it. Now, if you just click and drag, you see you get this warning. Please select a style from the Graphic Styles panel first. I'll click OK. Again, come over here to Window, scroll down until you find your Graphic Styles. When you click on it, it's going to bring up your graphic style set. Now, this is the default set, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. When I hover over this one, it shows me it's the Drop Shadow graphic style. So I'll click on it to activate it. You see it has this little black frame to let you know it's been selected. And what's really cool is I just have to click on something, and that graphic style is actually applied to it. Enter or return on my keyboard to bring up the options and find out some more information about this tool. Holding down the Alt or Option key is actually going to reverse the way this tool works. So I'll click OK, Alt or Option on my keyboard, and when I click on it, you see it's reduced that graphic style. So let me actually zoom in a little bit more so I could go over this a little bit better. Alright, so I still have this tool activated. We'll give it this graphic style of a drop shadow. I can click on it once, and it's giving me one instance of that graphic style. I'll click on it again, and again, and again, and you see it's intensifying this effect. So Alt clicking on it works the same way. I have to Alt click on it for every single one of those instances. But the cool thing is I could just come along here and paint it in wherever I want. If I want this to come in, oops, I should. There we go. So now I'm going ahead painting this guy all in here. Now these different leaves that I've hovered over while I was clicking and dragging, they're actually getting that graphic style added to them. And there you have it, folks. That was just a quick rundown of the Symbolism tool sets available in Adobe Illustrator.